the audio sound better? It should, because I just spent about an hour trying to fix this thing up for y'all. And this is what we got. This is what we dealing with. All right. So today you can see the topic, the problem with Christian rap. And actually, I feel like I might need to scale back on that attack. Hold on. Let me see. Release. Let's hold that a little longer, because dang, I don't like the way it's just going so quick. But yeah. And I gotta, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is gonna drive me crazy till I get it right. But yeah, we talking about this Christian rap. Now, this is a ST Hesh. This is his. He said Christian hip hop has a big problem, and I'm wondering what is he talking about? Because me, I grew up as a rapper, just hip hop rap and all that stuff, right? But lately, I've been like, they always call me the positive rapper. They be like, bro, you rapping all this positive stuff all the time. You talk about God in your raps and all that, but you don't identify as a Christian rapper. And I'm like, because Christian rappers have a stigma to them, to where if you say you're a Christian rapper back in the day, they'd be like, all right, bro, they don't want to hear it, because the culture was so struck by fat ass, this B, that B, this nigga, F that girl, got this money on me and all that stuff. So I want to see what he says before I say what I say, and what I think, because this has been a big topic. But now this year, like I said, I don't care, bro. I'm talking about God more and more and more and more, and we getting it in this year. And call it what you want. I'm gonna just call it music. I'm gonna call it art, But if I say God a lot, if I talk about God, I'm talking about real stuff in these streets. I'm talking about best of both worlds. Like I said, I'm the perfect example. My mother was a pastor, church every Sunday, Wednesday type stuff. And then I'm growing up, right, looking outside, drug dealers right there. I'm running with the wrong crowd. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm drinking this, I'm drinking that. Like, bro, from the lean to the alcohol, smoke this, smoke that, from the mushrooms to, come on, bro. I've been out here in these streets, Atlanta, out in these clubs. I'm seeing it all. I'm seeing what the culture is doing to us. And you know what I say about that culture, man? Y'all got to go watch some of my other videos, man, when I be talking about all this. But yeah, man, happy Sunday. Let's get into it. Yeah. ST Hesh, you up?
I've been listening to Christian rap music for about 4 years now, and this is what I think.
Yeah, I had to turn that up, man. I had to turn that up. Yo. What's going on? What's going on? Why I feel like I turned it.
Cool. Before I go any further with this video, I just want to give you guys a little backstory of how this started, my journey listening to Christian rap music and where I'm at right now. So this started back in 2021 when I was like trying to get closer to Christ. I was listening to a lot of secular music back then, and I had no desire to change like I do right now. So I was listening to these guys.
He said like I do right now.
And I was like to my friend, yo, I need some change. I need something new. But I wanted to be a little bit upbeat hip hop because I grew up on hip hop. So my friend was like, I heard that song and I was like, oh, okay. I wanted to pivot to, which was Christian.
Y'all go to his page, listen to the backstory.
Christian rap music.
Let's get into the meat and bones.
I found
Diddy.
it to be as distorted as the secular music. So there was a huge problem there, and that's the reason why I'm making this video in the first place. It is not to bash at anyone, but it's to bring an alert. So yeah, let's get right to it.
Beware the false prophets which come to you in the sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Yea, shall know them by their fruits. Let's get it. Matthew 7:15-20, King James Version.
Cool. Yeah, chapter 2. And we're going to talk about the dangers of Christian rap music, or the problems that I see in Christian rap music. I don't know why this is not spoken about, because now Christian rap is getting big. And if it's getting big, a lot of people will adapt to this wrong culture of Christian rap. And yet again, this is not to bash at anyone.
Big, I'd say it's growing, but
just to bring awareness to the industry, if this even reach that part of the industry. But yeah, number one, I do feel like Christian rappers have become way more secular than biblical. These things are visible in their music videos to begin with. Their music videos have become just like secular music videos, with so many cars shown, jewelry shown, lifestyle and all that stuff. And it seems as if they are flaunting this materialistic lifestyle, which will come off very wrong to a new believer, someone who is probably new to the faith, doesn't know Christ like that. They'll probably think that, look, Christ is all about the materialistic stuff. And if I just do as this guy is doing, I'll probably get the car, the jewelry, the nice life that is flaunted in the music video. So the music videos, you can't actually distinguish if it's made by a circular director or musician, or it's made by a Christian rapper. So they've become way too circular on that stance. Also, it's the language that they use on their songs. It's just
Now, from the music video perspective, you got to be creative. You got to draw people in. And if you, for the same reason you said that, for the same reason this man said that he needs some Christian hip hop music because of the beats. I need this, I need that. Okay, people need their videos the same way, bro. So yeah. Now I can see what you're saying, especially about the jewelry and what you're saying about the cars and all that stuff, because I got a point about that. Now I agree. I agree when it comes to that.
too similar to the worldly standard.
Like, imagine if a pastor was up there with gold teeth in, Cuban linked up watches, rings, and all that talking. You know what I mean? Like, it would. You see what I'm saying? If we doing it for God, like, you can have all that, cool. But if that's what you doing to bring people in your church, and you like, yo, yeah, got this. You see a pastor, he just got a new tattoo last Sunday. Like, you'd be like, what the fuck?
I'm talking about like the gun metaphors on their tracks. I get it. You're trying to appeal to the youth, but using the same language that is killing the youth in a Christian rap song, I don't think that's a good idea or something very Christ-like. They be using gun metaphors in so many tracks now. Like, it's crazy. It's become a norm now. So it's that, and also the fact
that's a good point.
That majority of the songs is just boastfulness. These people be using their lives and success as an attraction to Christianity. As I said, Christianity is not about the worldly stuff and the worldly successes, but they be portraying it as if it's like that. Like, I have a good marriage, I have a good life, God done brought me to this point. It's like it's all about boastfulness, having that pride inside of them that, like, it shows. You can just see it. Even the way they dress, bro. It's so kind of worldly. It's like worldly style of dressing, and I'm not like throwing shade at fashion. I do believe that fashion is cool and all that stuff, but hey, if you Mike Todd, you finna flaunt everywhere you go. Even at church as a pastor, it's kind of like, it doesn't look right, so even as Christian rappers, it also doesn't look right like that. So that's why I say, like, they be adapting to most of the culture of the world instead of the culture of Christ. As a Christian, our job is to bring the kingdom of God to the world. The prayer says, may your kingdom come, may your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So that is our job, is to bring Christ likeness to the world and let our light shine and be the salt of the earth. But with this Christian rap music, it seems like they're trying to bring the culture of the world to the church and try to appeal to these new Christians or baby Christians who pretty much don't know scripture like that, and they think that Christ is all about giving you success, wealth, and all these materialistic things. So now you may be asking, is it possible to be a Christian rapper and preach the gospel without sounding corny? And the answer is yes, obviously. There are so many songs like Psalms 139 by Caleb Gordon. That song is just pure scripture, which Christ is the focus of the song. It's not him flaunting himself and, boasting about his life and, all these other things, but it's just focusing on Christ, and that can help Christians. You can also see by the comments of that song that people do appreciate Christ-likeness in rap music. So it's not a matter of like, oh, you're gonna sound corny if you preach the gospel, so you must give them something a little bit worldly so we can gravitate towards. No, we don't want that. We want pure Christ-likeness that will help us through our day-to-day. Let Christ be the focus point. Even in the Bible, we're not the focus point, and I think that's where the problem lies, is through the preaching that people receive, where they think that the Bible is about them. I'm the David, I'm this, I'm that. But it's not like that. Jesus Christ is the focus point. He is the David, he is the Noah, he is the Abraham, and we are the ones who are saved by him. So even in our music, even in the rap music, he should be the focus point. He should be the main focus. It's like we should be able to run through your album and we can hear Christ in that album, and we can see Christ, and we can desire to read our scriptures even more, not desiring something that is worldly and something that is false, something that will end and die soon. So that is like the huge problem that Christian rappers have been doing lately. So those are the reasons why I think that Christian rap music has become way too distorted and has become way too circular. They be focusing and bringing the culture of the world into the church.
So what I will say is, I think a lot of people they have been lately, they have been switching lanes and, coming, which I don't have a problem with. They want to rap for God, man. Hey, that's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful thing, to come over and be like, yeah, I've been rapping for, this world, and now I'm over here rapping for God. And I just hope, hey, if you live in that way now, you want to change your life, you're trying to bring more people to God, and your purpose and your heart and all that stuff is there and it's in the message, cool. But what I pay more attention to is the folks that act like they don't want the fame, like they don't want the clout, like they don't want to be rich, like they like that. That's when my problem comes in. It's like, oh, I just do this for God. I just want to minister. Hey, God, it's all you and all that. And then you look at that, how they moving, and it's like, bruh, you want clout, bro. It's like you could see some of these folks like how they be doing it. Be like, bro, what? This is how you moving and you talking about this, and then you acting like come on, bro. We see what's happening, and right now we at an age where the in the Christian community and within the church, it's a lot going on. You got male pastors having male first ladies, so they allowing that now, and then you got like the the extremes, like the Mike Ty's, like Mike Ty. I like his messages sometimes now, but well, I mean, because I don't listen all the time, so that's why I say sometimes when I hear him, I like him. I mean, I like what he's doing. But he's pushing he got in some controversy, spitting in his brother's face, with rubbing it on his face in his hand. Like that's it's a little different, so people got different styles. Like everything is evolving. Like the whole lifestyle, you're getting a new generation of people in, and they're becoming the leaders, and they're becoming, so things are, the glue, it is losing, you know what I mean? Its grip is losing its originality, its tradition, because people are trying to switch it up. And maybe that's what need to happen. You're seeing things in the church that you're seeing a lot of people go away from the church. They're going more towards these new style churches. That's where it's like, okay, you're a little bit more relatable the way we've been doing things, because church does have you know, it has a format, and you can go to each church, and each church has its own format. But aside from that, yeah, you're getting these new rappers coming in, these new musicians coming in, but I feel like they have already been so tainted by, it's like you can't just erase it out your mind. Once you seen Future, and do you see how these guys is getting it, and you like, all right, I'm gonna do it for God, and I'm gonna get like that. No, you can't do that. That's because it's two completely different things. They're doing it for they're doing it the way they doing it, and who they doing it for, and you got to be doing it for who you doing it for, and how you doing it. So when I do see all the I don't understand how you can, I don't understand how you can get tattoos at, like, if you're making the music already, how are you going and getting tattoos afterwards? How are you doing these worldly things and all that stuff after you've already been a Christian rapper for years? So that's where it comes in at, and then I always ask this question when let's say if I was to take Kirk Franklin's song Stomp, put your hands together, baby, baby. And I was just like, smoke, put the weed in the backwood, baby, baby. And I remixed that song. How would y'all feel as Christians if I was to remix a song that was a holy song and I turned it secular? But now you see a bunch of Christian rappers turning secular music into, you know what I mean? And I get the point, I get the sentiment, but from the outside looking in, it's like, hold on. If the roles was reversed, would that make any sense? So that's when you got to start looking at things like, come on. I get it though, because you want to reach that audience and try to put God into it. But then there's a whole nother side of it to where it's like, nah, this is just for clout. This is just for clout. This is like, this ain't you putting you it's like you're using God at this point. You know what I mean? To get attention and all. Oh, and then you can justify by saying, oh, I'm trying to further the message, but nah, not really, bro. If you really wanted to further the message of God, you just be out in the street preaching the gospel on a corner. You be out here knocking on doors, preaching to God and all that stuff. But that's not the way you want to do it. The way you going about it is in a boastful manner. Like, I want the fame, I want the clout, I want to be rich, and I want to flex, and I want, like, yo. So what I say is, hey, just own it. Just be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Because that's way more respectable. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying, if I got two eyes and I'm looking and I'm like, hold on, if we reverse the roles, that wouldn't look so good, you know? And then it's like, because it was a conversation I seen. I think it was Lecrae when he was talking about Christian rappers rapping on, hip hop beats, and he was like, and I like what he said about it. Y'all got to check out when he was talking. It was like an hour long, but he was talking about how he don't think listening to secular music is a problem too much, or even rapping on like the beats or something like that. And he made a pretty good point for it. But he made me realize, like, oh, okay, like, yeah, but because he said, that's what he said. If I was to take a Christian song and put Sexy Red on it and have her talking about shaking her, you know what I mean? Like, come on. So we got to look at it for what it is. And yeah, I say a lot of these Christian rappers, well, from what I see, I'm like, nah, y'all ain't no different. I see no difference from the secular rappers, from Boss Man D-Lo to all that, because in the end goal, it's all the same thing. Because if Boss Man D-Lo was cussing and doing all that stuff, but then he was like, all right, man, y'all know I believe in God. God got me here doing all this, blah, blah, blah. He's still basically doing the same message. He's just doing it with a lot less cussing, a lot less other distractions. But his heart could be in the right place while he's doing that. But at the same time, y'all just dressing it up like, oh, I'm so proper, but then y'all actually want the same thing. Y'all want the clout, the fame, and the money. That's what I'm saying. Fame, clout, and money. You see? And all that is, why would you want that if you just trying to bring people closer to God? Like, nah, just be honest with what you really want and what you trying to do. It's saying, hey, I'm a Christian, so I really want that, but I don't want to do it for the devil or something like that. But it's like, okay, but fame and being rich and all this clout stuff is not I can't say of God, because God was popular, you know what I mean? He was pretty famous. Jesus, pretty famous man. But the purpose was just to heal. You're like, y'all wrote books about, he ain't write his own book. He went out there singing and chucking and jiving, talking about, hey, nah, he was talking to people, performing miracles, getting beat for doing this, sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of where my point is on the Christian rap. Because like I said, I've always been that positive rapper where I said I don't want to call myself a Christian rapper. I want to talk. I want to exist in y'all's in this side of hip hop, but I also want to bring God into it. And I'm trying to be as positive as possible. And my goal was always to get rich, famous, and have the clout. And I was clear about that. That's what I wanted to do. But lately I have been thinking like, man, I want to make some music for God. And in my heart, it's like, it's not even for money. It's not for clout. And it's not to be famous. It's because I've been doing it for the other side for so long. I feel like I know I could probably make some dope gospel music, because people like me that's been seeing me like, yo, that's Feenyx doing it. Like, and now he talking about God. Like, I think that would actually bring people to Christ more. And that's always been in my head. I'm be like, man, listen, I'm going to get in, get big, and then I'm switching over and I'm bringing everybody with me. I'm opening that door to bring everybody over here. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that was my mission. But God put me in that position, but he showed me things that I was like, oh man, this how it go? This what I got to go through? I got to hang around this type of stuff. I got to deal like guns pointed at me, hella drugs, hella lies, stealing, killing. I'm like, man, listen, I'm trying to live. I ain't trying to be stuck over here. Because from what I seen when I was around, in that, man, it's just, they don't want to listen. They ain't gonna change. They gonna be who they are, and they gonna have to find their own way. I can't bring everybody, and I ain't responsible for bringing everybody. But I don't mind trying my best, bringing along whoever I can bring along. But I feel like your heart got to be in it, and you got to be honest with yourself. And I feel like a lot of Christian rappers ain't honest with themselves. All this, I'm doing it for God stuff. Like, bro, well, why are you getting tattoos? Why are you getting more gold chain? Why are you doing all that? Why are you just But the only difference is, you rapping about God and they rapping about girls and money and all this stuff. But in the end goal, y'all all want the same thing. So no, I don't, no. I see straight through it. That's why I be like, yeah, you could just tell. You could just tell on some people who are using God, and trying to justify it and be like, cause I be like, bro, I don't care if, you shouldn't be remixing a Chief Keef song and then talking about God on it, knowing that everybody knows that song. It's that, like, all right, let me, and then you get people saying, oh, I want to listen to this version of, like, bro, why don't you just listen to gospel music? It's the frequency, it's the energy of the song. It's not just the lyrics, because you can listen to just sounds and it'll evoke a certain type of emotion just by the frequency and the energy and the vibrations of what you're hearing. So it's not all about the words in itself. You could listen to an instrumental. I could listen to an instrumental of a gospel and get a feeling. But if I listen to Ham or something, dun, 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 like by Jay-Z and Kanye, I'm not going to be feeling like, oh, I need to go to church. I'm praying to this. Thank you, God. It's just not going to happen. So that's why I say it's not a problem, but it's just not honest. I would say it's not being honest with what you really want and what you really trying to do. And I think it takes a good eye to actually see through what some of these people doing.
And that's not what we should be doing as Christians. So the most important thing, and I think we all need to pray hold. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think
yeah. But yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think from what I've seen. But don't get it twisted. There is some great Christian artists out there, that are doing well, and they I think their messages is pretty clear, and how they going about things. But you can see that it's like this is let's just keep it honest. This is more about you, and it's not about God. It's you're using God, but this is way more about you. You ain't trying. You saying you trying to save lives, but like I said, there's way clearer ways to go about it. There's way better ways to go about it. Like, come on. And I think it's just time to be. It's Sunday. Let's just be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves on this Sunday. Like, we know, man. Y'all folks want to be rich. Y'all want clout, and y'all want to be famous. Y'all want the fame. Y'all want people taking pictures of y'all. Y'all want to be celebrated when y'all walk in these streets. Like, oh, there they go. Oh, there she go. There they go right there. Look at that. Oh, can I get a picture? Can I? That's what y'all really want. And then y'all saying, oh, it's just God blessing me. Nah, nigga. Nah. That ain't the truth, man. But yeah. The problem with Christian rap. Yeah, good video, man. And before we go, I want to read some of these comments. Let's see. As a Christian honor myself, I low key get you, but I say it's not more about being boastful, but testifying of the goodness of God, even in those materialistic things. There is songs where I rap about spiritual things and Jesus, how God, spiritual point of view, but there's also a song where I rap about the blessings and struggles of being a Christian in the physical world. I like that, but it's never to exalt myself, but to testify to those who think God won't do it for you. Okay, I like that. See, this is why I like and stick to underground Christian hip hop who don't want the worldly secular hype. We must stay holy. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. You want the same things that these rappers have. You want that, dog. This is an observation. This is great observation and commentary. As an artist myself, I always tell myself, in a world of junk and food, be the salad. Okay, bars. Been listening to Christian hip hop for 2 decades, and what I will say is that there's a spectrum that exists to appeal to different stages right in front of your personal walk, but the music is also a perspective on where the artist is in their personal relationship with Christ. True. As someone who started to make it, I remember to stay humble and only boastful when it comes to the Lord. Thank you, bro. I'm starting a musician who wants to go more than a Christian. Let's see. As a saved ex-rapper, a current preacher, I completely agree with you. And personally, the reason I did not transition to Christian rap because it did not come out as natural as secular rap came out. True. Same with me, like another reason is that I was not able to separate myself from rap culture as a whole when listening to Christian rap. I just had something connecting me to the secular part. Exactly. I definitely agree with everything. And that's another thing. It's like, if you're remixing, if you're gonna remix a Drake, Boss Man D-Lo, or you gonna do it, that means you're listening to it as well. You're actually bumping it. So it's like, I'm listening to all this, but now I'm gonna remix it and bring it to y'all and get all the clout, suck all the blood out of the song to put it, to boost myself up. Then I'm going back over here and I'm gonna denounce what they're doing. I'm gonna act like what they're doing is just terrible. Nah, that's just hypocritical, man. This is a great video. Thanks for articulating these points. It's weird because I was saved 3 years ago, and my search for exalting rap and hip hop became the likes and more Timothy Brindle. Okay. What a well-constructed video. I completely understand where you're coming from. Thank you for your humility and sharing your 2 cents, dog. This is great, bro. Without releasing anything, I've been making Christian rap for a while, and I keep having to observe it because there was always something I didn't think was glorifying to God. It's almost like a habit to talk about worldly things, and it's something I've noticed. That's what I'm saying. I do Christian rap too. Sometimes listen to someone talks about the journey in God. Yeah, these are some great comments, man. I noticed this recently listening to one of the rappers you mentioned. I think people are blinded by the fact something is Christian labeled, that it must be good, or at least they're not rapping about XYZ, but there's a way to do things. If believers don't speak about it from a pure place and a place of love, yep. Thanks, bro. So me, discernment is key. Facts. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Thanks for speaking out on this matter. Yep. I see your point. I'm right there to worry. See, I'm like, I'm not the only one that's noticing this type of stuff. I think the only people that don't notice this is the people doing it and just trying to still like blindly be like, this is for God. This is for God. No, it's clear that it's for you. It's clear that it's for you. Just like I said, for the perfect example and a perfect analogy, think of the pastor. What if you went to church and the pastor got a new tattoo, bought a new gold chain, got a grill in, and he's doing all the things that the thugs and gangsters do? Talking about, hey, God is going, you know what I mean? God is the way, la, la, la. Like, I get it. But it's like, image is everything. What if it was a woman up there preaching and she came in there in a skin tight dress with her cheeks out, talking about God? You'd be like, yo, It's like the message, you're how we present ourselves for the message. It all must connect. It all must be, from how we look to what we say and who we doing it for. It all got to connect. Trinity, dog. This is an amazing video. See, like a lot of people agree. This thing has got a lot of views. And let me see. Do I follow him? I'm about to follow him now. Okay. ST Hesh. That's his name. Let's subscribe, hit like, because that's a good video, bro. I listened to Cool. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, yes. I'm said. Brian T. Okay, personally depending on the gun metaphors, I don't have a problem with it because a person really stepping off Christ. It's when people talking about they got the Bible on them and spraying at demons.
You what?
He said he got the Bible and he's spraying at demons, man. Knock it off. Oh man. To address point one, these artists do their music videos in order to attract non-believers listening to making Christian music. Okay. Non-believers. I do agree with the point you brought up about we should. Personally, depending on the gun meta. Hold on, read the lyrics first. If you listen to a new song, I think you like. Pause for 15 minutes. Great video. There's one Gen X. Music for me, it's not appealing. Great topic. Let me give you. I know it's unsolicited. I never listen to the music. The main thing, the feature. Man, good insights here. So yeah, go through these comments, man. But there is a lot. There is a lot of Christian rappers that I do like. And I would say is doing this right, and I'll do a video on them. I'm gonna show y'all how you should probably go about it, man. Because it's some people I know. Like I'm telling you, they doing it the right way. Like, but when I be seeing some of these on some of these blogs and stuff, I'd be like, what? I'd be like, you could just see it. It's like it's not organic at all. It's not even creative. The videos, it's like that. I'm like, nah, bro. It's some hard folks out there, singing. Rapping and collabing. I mean, I've seen some good gospel R&B songs talking about finding the right woman and all that, man. Yeah. So, hey, that's just what I'm talking. I'm just observing this Sunday, man. Let's get to it. But yeah, love y'all. If y'all like this video, let me know. If y'all don't, go ahead, hit the thumbs down like y'all always do. I go through my videos and it's always one person that I know it's like one of my haters. They just go to each one and put down. I go through it. It'd be like 58 likes, 100 likes, 30 likes, one down. They just go through and just put everything thumbs down. Boy, I wouldn't want to be y'all because y'all are some haters. Y'all hurt, boy. Y'all hurt out here. But yeah, love y'all. Till the next time.